Oh, hello.
This week, we're breaking the fourth wall and diving deep into the action-packed, self-aware world of Deadpool and Wolverine. Directed by Shawn Levy and starring the dynamic duo of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, this film merges the world of two of Marvel's most beloved characters. Will this superhero team-up redefine buddy comedies? Or is it just another crossover with extra dick and fart jokes? Strap in as we slice through the chaos and comedy of this latest adventure. This is Flip Flop. Before we get started, please hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy these reviews and would like to see more. We would greatly appreciate it, and it would help our little channel grow.
That's pretty good. That's a reminiscence of a little nod to Kevin Smith there, I thought. Deadpool Wolverine, Gary. This was fun. This was exciting. I was happy to go see this one. Rotten Tomatoes currently has this thing sitting at 80% with the critics and 97% with the audience. I mean, this thing is now it's just come out.
I was gonna say, and it just came out today. Really?
Yeah. So there's
when we're recording this,
we went and saw a sneak preview of it. You know, because we have privileges.
No.
We get nothing. We did see a sneak preview though. It opened a day early. If you're lucky enough to get a seat. My theater was pretty packed. I don't know about yours, Gary. Was yours?
Not really. I was actually quite surprised.
Yeah, mine was pretty packed. They had
it on multiple screens for the advanced screening too.
Okay.
And there was a 3D version in our theater, and then two of the regular XD versions or whatever.
The regular or whatever they're called. So yeah, I mean that's it. Let's go ahead and do a quick rating on this thing so we can dive into the meat and the bones.
Yeah.
And pull the skin off of this one.
Although we'll hit, if you know, you know, we'll have to be very crafty in our discussion of this film because I don't want to give away any spoilers, which there's plenty to give away.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
All right, I'll start.
Go, man.
In our world of ratings, roll the tape. A quick reminder that our rating system is unconventional. We don't hand out stars, we hand out poos and TPs, up to 5 of them. And just to add more confusion, the more we give, the crappier we think the film is. Crappier, get it? Yeah, it's dumb, but that's the way we do it. That
was great, Gary.
Thanks. I'm going to give this, because we don't have a 0, a 0.5 rating. 0.5 TPs from me.
Gary, I'm right with you, man. I was like, can I give it a 0? But I can't. So I'm going 0.5, half a pile of poop. This thing was freaking awesome.
It really was.
I've been waiting to talk to you about this. I'm like, I can't talk to him. We got to record an episode. Look, I am not super hip on the Marvel universe. This is an ongoing bone of contention with our dear friend Brent Walter. He makes fun of me all the time because I am not in tune, and being a guy who I self-proclaimed comic book kind of guy, I just have not stayed in because Marvel keeps crapping these things out. I can't keep up. Okay. Having said that, when I saw the first Deadpool years ago, I was like, this was the movie I needed. I never knew the Deadpool character at all. I don't know if you were ever familiar. I was never familiar with Deadpool in the comic books. So anyway, long story short is the 2 movies I saw prior were just outstanding. Even Teresa loved these. She's like, these are funny as all get out. This one delivers, man. It delivers more than I wanted, more than I expected. I mean, everything. And the thing is, I didn't know some of the backstory of what was going on.
Yeah,
because I didn't watch like Wolverine movie, and I don't know what's happened to the X-Men and all the cameos and characters. I don't know who these people are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't think so.
These guys, Ryan Reynolds and the producers and the writers of this thing and the director, my Lord, this film was epic is kind of a cheap way to say this film was outstanding.
You know, I know there was a lot of talk of so Deadpool entering the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe. There was a lot of talk of, is Disney going to Disney-fy Deadpool? And I know that there was a lot of talk about that, a lot of worry. And a friend of ours, Jeff, asked me after the movie, kind of, he's going to see it this weekend. He doesn't want to know.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't want to ruin anything. There's plenty to ruin. And I don't want to ruin any. I would advise, if you're interested at all, don't watch any trailers because you'll get way more out of it. Yeah. But I will say he was kind of that was one of the questions. is it lightened up because it's Disney? And I say no. I feel like the gas is still down. There is plenty of raunchy foulness in this film, just like the other two. If anything, sometimes you might, I mean, I'd have to go back and count. I'm sure there's a ton of jokes I missed because I'm laughing and I missed the next joke. But there are so many inappropriate jokes in the movie that I you know,
I know.
I don't know if it might even be more than the previous films.
I know you have to miss some because I know I would turn away from the screen because Teresa saw it with me, and I would say something to her like that's because she doesn't know any of the comic books at all. So I'd say, oh, that's a reference to this, and I know if I turn back, I probably just missed something.
Yeah,
because this thing is like a Gatling gun of jokes. I mean, he's just firing stuff, just going crazy with this thing.
Yeah.
And they all deliver. And again, this is going to be so hard. We can't talk about without spoiling. So this review is just really going to be us basically ball washing the whole movie because it's awesome. If you have any inkling at all of the comic book films, you just go see it.
Yeah.
And like Gary said, I didn't watch a preview one. I had no context. Look, dude, the opening sequence of this alone for me was worth the price of admission.
The opening sequence is the reason that I'm probably going to go back to the theater and watch it in 3D.
It was
because I can't imagine it in 3D. And I don't want to say anything about it, but yes, freaking phenomenal. It's right off to a great start.
To me, this thing started up and it's like he just hit the accelerator and he doesn't let up for 2 hours and I don't know, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Who knows? Because the trailers.
And
I feel
it didn't feel super long.
I feel like it did.
There was a time where I'm like, are we getting close? He references that.
Yeah, see that's true. He really does. And there's plenty of fourth wall breaking moments.
Plenty of it.
I think I was a little bit clouded by the fact that I had to pee really bad and I didn't want to miss a damn thing.
Yeah.
So I think that really affected me a little bit to where I was like, man, is this almost over? Because I knew, as always, with any of these movies, you have to sit through the credits. You did even warn me because you saw it before me. Yep. Make sure you stay all the way through it. I've got Tara next to me who did enjoy the film, although her rating system is, I hated that movie or it was all right. And she gave this one, it's all right.
Hey, there you go.
Which is, that's high praise from her.
High praise, yeah.
But as the credits roll and after, there's a sequence I don't want to talk about that happens when the credits initially roll, but there's definitely something at the very, very end. Of course, if you've seen these movies, you know you have to stay to the very end. But the whole time the rest of the credits are rolling, she's like, really? Do we have to really stay for this? I was like, I think we do. I think we better stay. And it's a good payoff. For her, she was like, that's what we stayed for. But for me, I was like, I was
the same way.
Yes, man. That was perfect.
And that's the thing is the credits are freaking long.
Yeah.
Did you see all the effects people?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because this thing is a cinematic showcase of special effects.
Yeah.
And I mean, even Teresa's just like, God, that's a lot of people. She's this movie cannot make any money because all those people had to get paid. I was like, oh
yeah.
But I mean, high praise. I hope that they continue doing stuff like this. Whoever's in charge, whoever's writing the checks, man. As long as the creative team behind this is still doing it, man, let's let them go. Just let them do it, because this thing is a blockbuster, and it is, to me, it is worth everything. It did not disappoint. It is outstanding.
It's high entertainment. I mean, if this is your thing, now if you don't like comic book films or some of the comedy and stuff that's in this kind of movie, you're going to know right off the bat. If first off, you haven't seen one of the other Deadpools, you would know. But if you're going if you're going into this blind and you're like, I heard it's a good movie, and you sit down and you can't get through the opening credits, just leave.
But again, I would say if you can't get through the opening sequence, if that has not got you, you're in the wrong theater. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like if that doesn't hook you, this is not a film for you. You should, go. This is not art house film. This is
this is nothing like
high octane, one joke every second, raunchy rated R superhero action film. I mean,
Yeah, if you're more along the lines of like water for chocolate, this may not be for you. This may not be for you.
Yeah.
But I'd say the other 90% of the world, this is awesome, and I hope this thing just destroys box office records because it's. Yeah, I just love it, man. I was so excited. I mean, I'll probably go see this again in the theater. It was
Yeah.
just that entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the subtlety of some of the jokes, Gary. I'll make the reference. You'll know what I'm talking about. But when you're in this movie, just watch for the bus driving by, because there's a billboard on the bus that is. Did you catch the billboard?
Well, let's talk. We'll wait till after the thing. I don't
Just
know if
pay attention to everything around the whole universe.
yeah, because I'm not sure if I caught that or not.
Okay.
But I will say that there are a lot of jokes in the background with stuff, names of things, different stuff they've got going on. There's a lot of cameos, a lot of references to other comic book things. Don't want to mention any of them. I think there's plenty here for the comic book fan that if you're really engrossed in that world, there's just going to be shot after shot of different things. You're going to be like, I can't believe they put that in there. You know, there's a lot of things I'm not that well versed in all this stuff either. So there was stuff in there that I was like, well, I didn't even know that was a thing, but it clearly is. But it's all still, even for an average viewer, it's hilarious. It's
Teresa. She had many moments where she was laughing out loud.
Yeah.
She's like, this is just funny. So yeah.
Ball washing over. Right? Are we done?
Yeah.
Great film. I think everybody, you should go out and see it.
Go see it.
Go see it.
And let us know what you think, and tell us all the jokes you caught. If you caught any of the inside jokes or the references. I mean, there's so many references we can't even talk about them because it would spoil something.
Yep. Don't want to spoil a thing.
We got the obligatory hero landing, the 3-point hero landing,
which gets called out.
Which I was like, thank you.
Okay. Now we gotta go to spoilers on our own when we close this off and talk about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know down in the comments if you've seen it and what you thought about it. And if you don't hit like on this video, then you didn't like the movie.
Snick.
That's what I say. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.